Welcome back to World Sports Talk. I'm Chris, your favorite stat reader, and we have the Eagles hosting the Giants, and the Eagles are 7-point home favorites. The over-under is at 43.5 points. The Giants are plus 310 on the money line, and the Eagles are minus 395. Now, these are the overnight odds. They will change the closer we get to kickoff tomorrow. Head to head, the Eagles are 7-3 against the Giants in their last 10 meetings. The home team has won the last two. The home team is 8-2. The favorite is 5-5 against the spread. The favorite is 7-3 on the money line, and the under is 6-4, and the over under at 43.5 is 5-5. Now they did play each other already this year, and the Giants walloped the Eagles 34-17. The Eagles made so many mistakes in that game, they basically cost themselves the game. And then you knew that they were giving the ball to Scatterby with like 6.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and they just couldn't stop him. I mean, kudos to the Giants for sticking with something that was working. It's supposed to be 58 degrees with 5-mile-an-hour winds from the north and no rain. Now, there will be no A.J. Brown in tomorrow's game. How much of a factor that is, I don't know. To me, maybe I'm reading too much into it, that I know that he probably isn't super happy about being in Philly, and maybe they're benching him because they're going to trade him. I mean, I'm not entirely certain, but we'll see what they decide to do. The Giants are 2-2 in their last four. They've covered their last two games. 39 points, 40 points, 51 points, 65 points. 3-point win over the Chargers, they covered. 12-point loss to the Saints, they did not cover. 17-point win over the Eagles, they covered. And then a 1-point loss to the Broncos, in which they did cover. And many could speculate it's because of the kicker. There were many things that went wrong for the fact of the Broncos to come back from a 19-0 lead, 19-0 deficit. Kicker missing 2 extra points doesn't help. You get the ball back with 40-something plus seconds to score. You have the ball in their red zone. Wouldn't you try from the 1 or the 2 yard line, because of a pass interference penalty that puts you there, to try to burn some clock so they kill their timeouts so they can't go down the field and do what they did to you? You would think, but I don't get paid the big bucks to make those kinds of decisions. Now, the Eagles are 2-2 in their last four. There was a total of 56 points, 38 points, 51 points, and then 50 points. A 6-point win over the Bucks, they covered. 4-point loss to the Broncos, 17-point loss to the Giants, and then a 6-point win over the Vikings. And I still put a lot of that on the play calling for the Giants, because they totally, instead of having Dart dash into the end zone like they did on that first down from the 2 yard line where he dove into the end zone. We know this NFL, where the referees are very eager to throw flags, especially late in the game, and decide it. 40 seconds is way too much time, especially with timeouts. Now, the Giants are 17th in the league in passing at 225.3 per game, 11th in the league in rushing at 125.1 per game, 19th in the league in scoring at 21.9 points per game. The Eagles, 22nd in the league in passing at 214 per game, 30th in the league in rushing at 88.1, but 14th in the league in scoring at 24.3. The Giants allow 261 yards per game through the air, which is 28th, bottom 5. Bottom 10 in rushing as well, 130.7 per game, which is 25th. 25.3 points per game, which is 23rd. The Eagles, 230 yards allowed per game through the air, which is 16th. 127.9 on the ground, which is 21st. 23.6 points per game, which is 20th. The Eagles, with the exception of a couple of games, the ass whooping that they took against the Giants, I believe that was the only real game that they have lost by double digits. All of their other games have been one-possession games. And if the Giants, I understand the Giants beat the Eagles already. I get that. I think whatever the Eagles did in that first game that cost them to lose the game, where they just decided that they were not going to do what they were doing in the first half and just completely put the game on Jalen Hurts and had him just dropping back and throwing like Saquon didn't exist, I don't think that's going to happen in this game. I will take the Eagles on the money line. I'm going to take the Giants getting the points because most of their games are one possession games, and I'm going to go over. These are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut, and please bet responsibly.